It's CNT, baby. Being in these streets, the streets is garbage. Oh my days, it is dark, it is dusty. The bin men have not come in like 4 months. It is grimy and gringy. Scary. The rats are running in these streets. Nah,
it's not easy. I mean, your life is what you make it, and I'm sure it can be fun, but that's why I had to ask you the question: how have you found it now that you're more known?
I thought I was gonna fall in love by now.
Someone said to me, when was it? Someone said to me, your type, like they were telling me, your type is like a person of stature, a known person. And I was like, I'm gonna stop you there, because I feel like now I've done the dating a person that's got a normal 9 to 5, because I was like, oh, the stress of dating a known person, it's not for me.
We ain't finna do that.
So I just thought normal 9 to 5. He was my childhood sweetheart. Like, it just seemed like cute.
Yeah,
he was the first person to be, what's the word, insecure.
Ugh.
Yeah. And I said, man, is this what they're all like? Because I have no issue with what you're earning. I feel like together you can become this dream team, build an empire, whatever. What you're earning is irrelevant to me. But I just thought, oh my gosh, are my only options? That's why I had to have that conversation with my parents, because I thought, I can't date a person that's a 9 to 5. I feel like the people that are known are probably just going to want to be around more known people. Yeah. So how do you differentiate between who actually is interested in you for genuine reasons and not going to be insecure? It's an
interesting conversation, because honestly, I'm assuming that you are making more money than him. Keep it a sec. Toot your horn, bitch. Toot your horn. But honestly, the thing is, it's very difficult. And again, I'm getting into that space. It's very difficult when you are known and you as a woman are making more money than your man. And guys will say on the internet, oh, it's not an issue. It's not issue. But no, please, yes, it is, man. Stop chatting rubbish. You feel some type of way. You want it's like a double-edged sword. You get upset when women are looking for men that are making more money than them, but then on other way round, you cannot handle a woman that's making more money than you. Come on, let's call a spade a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. I've never been in that situation where I've dated someone I've made more money than, because for me, I ain't finna do that. It's not happening.
I mean, it didn't last long for me.
Why would it last long?
It didn't last long.
Why would it last long?
Aside from the insecurity, I just thought, you know what, this isn't it for me. This isn't.
You deserve champagne.
I do.
The thing is, because I know since
life is a thing.
Soft life.
I need that. I feel like I work so hard.
You do.
And I spoil everyone around me. Why can't I have that be done to me? Because I'm naturally going to do that. Yeah, I do. You deserve it. We all deserve it. I mean, we need to claim it, because
we're tired.
I'm so tired.
And it's not even a thing, yeah. What I hate is that, especially women, the amazing women I meet in this space, the bosses I meet in this space, honestly, it's not like we can't do that shit for ourselves.
Exactly.
We're not asking for anything more than that we haven't done on our own or we can do by ourselves, but we're tired.
Just like, it's not even the big things, just like the little
soft.
Kim Kardashian is like fangirling over her boyfriend right now, because she's like, it's the little things.
It's the little things.
Kanye was doing all these big grand gestures, but she was like, no, I just want to go and get ice cream. Like, you want to feel.
You just want to feel wanted, like loved, yeah.
Like, this is it. Like, no matter what, I'm here, I'm present, whatever you need, big or small.
You're there. I'm telling you. You know, as I'm talking to you, my ghetto ass. I've left my fucking wristband on from Wireless. I'm one of those people. Do you know? A quick question. Why do they make these things like handcuffs? Like, I want to, like, seriously, because I said, this thing is actually still on my wrist.
Do you know when that used to be the paper ones? A lot of people used to lose them. So I don't blame. And plus, it become like a fashion trend, I would say, in the last 5-10 years, where the more wristbands you have, the more festivals you go to.
And then people just wear them. No, that's ghetto. Like, so you've been having different wristbands for months
build
at
them
a time.
Up over like summer.
Were you at Wireless?
No, I wasn't. How was it? Stop.
I'm not going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you, Chair.
What? Chris Brown was there. He hasn't been.
First of all, Chris Brown. Okay, let's talk about Chris Brown.
Okay.
I love Chris Brown. Me personally, I've forgiven him. That's all I'm gonna say.
People grow.
People grow. I forgive. I'm still angry because my goodness, but I've forgiven him.
We can't ignore what's happened.
Christopher. But let's move on. Chris Brown performance was good.
Okay.
I was kind of upset because I wanted him to play a lot of the old school stuff.
I saw you said that on your stories. You wanted to.
So that was before. That you like, what I that? Give me that, and now you like it how I leave. Listen, you can be in the back saying, give me. Listen, that's what I wanted. But he did a mashup of it. It was very weird. So he basically played all the.
I guess he's trying to cater to everybody. Because,
yeah, he said, I'm coming to London. I'm finna cake for the white people, child. Okay. That's what it was. So he's like, yeah. You know the music he did? He was giving us the full songs he was doing. All the music he had. Yeah. That's what he was playing. Then he did a mashup of all his old school songs, but they were literally just the chorus. So like it had 30 seconds of
you couldn't even like sing the song.
You couldn't. By the time you finish getting the Vim to sing the next verse, they've cut the song.
No.
I was very upset. I was really, really upset. He did play When a Rich Nigga Want You, baby, and that nigga can't do nothing for you. Nothing.
But did he do the whole song?
No, he did do the whole song. He did do the most of the song. Let me tell you something. Yeah, so funny. Obviously, when Wireless is a predominantly white festival.
Was it?
Yes, there was a lot of white people there.
Okay.
That song came on. I think it's very important. Listen, let me tell you something.
What?
Let me tell you something.
You heard it echoing.
I think in festivals, black people, it's very important to be on Nigga Patrol. It is very important because let me tell you something. When that song came on, When a Rich Nigga Want You, I was looking around.
Were mouths moving? What was happening?
Do you know what? My sister, so funny. There was a white girl next to her. She was already pissed off because the girl kept pushing her.
Oh, that's the thing about festivals, man.
Like, trust me, body to body, I hate crowds.
Yeah.
The girl was pushing already. She was already fuming. That song came on. And she's like, when a rich nigga wants you. She said the nigga. She didn't mute it. When a rich nigga want you. And my sister turned around and said, when a rich what? When a rich what?
Good, immediately.
And she was like, I didn't say anything. And then she started like doing.
But you belted it. It came out your mouth.
With your whole
With your chest. Wow.
I think it's very important when a white person wants to start dropping their N-words, us as black people, we need to check them because it's not okay.
Immediately.
My sister checked her child. She had to move. She moved because she was overwhelmed, child. Wow. She was overwhelmed because she tried to be dropping the N-word, and I said, that is not for you, little girl. Little white girl, that is not for you.
Was she a
she wasn't.
woman?
She wasn't. She was like maybe in her 20s. Someone with capacity.
No, she knows what she's doing.
She grown.
She knows what she's
doing.
Grown.
She grown enough for a whooping. Yeah. We finna fight you. Yeah.
Today.
We finna tussle.
We can't do that today.
We finna tussle. But yeah, it was the
was
energy.
You there for the whole day?
I was there for the whole day. My feet were killing me. Do you go to festivals?
The thing is, so I said, let me let you finish. I've only been to Wireless once, and it was the most traumatic experience. It was that time that Nicki Minaj came, and I had a very protective older cousin, and he was coming here from the Netherlands, and he was like, I'm going to get us tickets. And I was like, it's on the day. Like, what are you talking about? I've never been to Wireless before. He says, trust me, I'm going to get us tickets. He came all the way. He brought his friend. Now I'm feeling like, there's just these two big guys. Like, it's just me. But he's like, wait here. No, he told me invite a friend. So I've invited this friend now, but I don't know where we're going to get these tickets from. I'm thinking, so naive. He's going to go and line up in that long queue, wait for a ticket. He just walked up to anybody in the VIP queue and was like, how much would you want if I want to buy your ticket? And they're like, no. Like, I'm lining up to go inside. He's like, how much would you want? If I want to buy your ticket, how much would you want? And they're like, oh, £500. He's like, here you go. And he did it 4 times. And I was like, you just spent like over £1,000 on tickets. If I knew you were going to do that.
What's your cousin name, Cha? I mean, for me, not for me.
But I mean, he'd never been to Wireless before. He'd heard so many things about it. And he was just like, you're not going there. for men to be like flailing about you. So he was like, I'll just stand back, you and your friend have fun, whatever. He was with his friend, and we were drinking. It was lovely. We were going from stage to stage, and then when the Nicki Minaj thing came, like obviously we've got these VIP tickets. She was late, so like she was at least 2 hours late. So everyone was saying, go to that, because it's like you're separate but you're not separate. Yeah, go to that section near the front, like where you're gonna be like directly underneath her. And so my friend and I make our way there, and all I remember thinking was, oh my gosh, we're in this crowd, people love her, they're probably gonna go crazy when she comes on the stage. But now it's too late because I'm in the crowd.
Really in the crowd.
When she came on the stage, I remember thinking, I'm gonna die. Like, no exaggeration. People were like pushing forward, jumping over those gates. So it didn't matter that you now VIP. People are jumping over those gates to get to the front, to get to her. And I just remember standing there, and she's looking, and I'm sure she saw a lot of people crying. And I'm thinking, I'm not crying because you're amazing. Like, I'm crying because I'm gonna die.
Help!
Like,
Help!
Please get me out of here. I didn't stay. I said after that, I was like, this is not for me.
Yeah, the Bobs is crazy. I'm one of them. I probably would have been the one dropping them. Hey, Nicki Minaj! Nicki Minaj, I love you!
Climbing over the people. It was traumatic. I'm not a crowds person.
Neither am I, you know. I don't like people pushing next to me. I don't like people. I think there should be crowd courtesy.
No, there should.
Crowd courtesy.
Because, I mean, we're all there for the same reason. 100%. We're here to have a good time. I get it. Like, we're all trying to get to the front, or be as close to the front as possible, but
100%.
Be considerate.
Be considerate.
And like, wear deodorant. All of this. And
your armpit is you got the odor.
I'm in the line sight of your
funny enough,
body
yeah.
odor.
When we walked in, to Wireless, there was a group of guys that walked past us.
Stop.
And the odor.
Stop.
And it's like, how because are you smelling? You just came in and you are already have a stench. There's already a stench on your body.
You know, this whole week, my gym. No, sorry. It actually makes me gag because my gym, as nice as it is, they don't want to pay to fix the AC. So since before 2 months ago, they haven't fixed the AC. So imagine BO mixed with perfume or whatever, aftershave, whatever it is.
Lynx Africa.
Just walking past you, and there's a whiff, and do you know how bad you have to smell to leave a whiff? Sorry.
Nah, it's awful. And do you know what? I can tell when a BO is an old one. It's not a fresh one. You know when it's because there's this staleness. It's not a fresh perspire. It's like
it's not you just ran 10 minutes down the road. You've been smelling like
you've been smelling, or like it's coming from your clothes, or it's just a stench.
And then they have the nerve to think that they can do all of this.
And those are the ones that will be wearing Gucci.
Now stop
Gucci, it. Prada, they'll wear the Prada bucket hat.
You have no hygiene.
Then they'll have the Prada bag. Then you wear the Prada shoe, and there's a stench.
Please make it make sense, because how are you leaving your house?
How are you leaving? You paid £400 for a hat. But to go, you know what I used to buff? Dudu black soap, that thing that will scrub the top layer of your dermis, bruv. That shit will wash it. Use it. Bath properly. One of my exes used to smell, but that's a different story for another day, man. Oh man, that's a different story.
God help me.
Probably not. No, probably
You're
not.
All over. I'm sure he's.
He needs to close his. He needs to close to his goddamn eyes.
Did he?
He needs to. Please, I don't even want to talk about it. But what I do want to talk about. Speaking of men that I know smell good.
Do you know it's my weakness? Because I like smelling good.
Yeah, I think so. Very important.
Rather tell me I smell good than I look good. Because
smelling compliments are the best. Like, oh my god, you smell good. Like, I remember I've been wearing a new perfume that my friend bought for me. Yeah. I'll tell you what it is off camera, because y'all bitches, y'all finna get it sold out. And they ain't pay for the sponsorship. Okay, soon. But honestly, I've been hugging guys and I'm like, you smell good. And you know when they say that it's not, you don't smell. Oh, you smell good. You smell good. They're like, that lips me in it. But I didn't want to move on the conversation. Obviously, we had Usher. Usher had his tiny desk. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it, but I saw the snippet.
You saw the snippet?
I saw the snippet.
Oh,
Usher will he will always have a place in my heart.
It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my trap top, cruising the streets.
Oh, I love him.
First of all, he hasn't aged a bit.
Not one bit.
Even his hairline is still, I don't know, maybe he went to Turkey, who knows? But if he did,
never know. He's very private.
He's very private. I like
that about him because, I mean, Confessions felt like we're part of his life and we know a bit too much. But he's still been very private his whole career, and I admire that.
Except for that herpes thing, but that one is. I mean,
I heard herpes when at the time I was 12, living in South Africa. They were saying it was AIDS. So
no, that was a situation. Let me not do that. Let's forget about that. But the tiny desk, vocally phenomenal. He honestly, I felt in love again. Usher, you know, sometimes it's the same thing with Chris Brown. Like when you watch them perform. Timeless. You're like, hold on, I remember I was watching this when I was like 12, 13. Like him and Chris Brown have been so integrated into my life. Like Usher.
We've grown up with
them because Usher came in the scene when he was like, 15, 16?
Yeah, actually.
Very, very young. And I remember even, you make me want to lead the one I'm with and start a new relationship with you. This is what you do.
Oh my
Listen,
gosh.
I remember when that song came out. I believe so. Anyways, it might not when it came out.
I think I was still
still around. Oh, how long were you in South Africa for?
When all these popular songs that, like, my brother doesn't know all these songs. My little brother doesn't know all these songs. So it really hurts me. So when I think he's only 4 years younger than me. He's literally only 4 years younger than me. But when these songs were popping, funny story, my cousin and I they'd come on the radio and we'd sit there with both a piece of paper and she'd write one line, I'd write one line because we didn't have internet. So that's how we learnt songs.
Oh, wow.
So when it would, because obviously if it's a popular song, it's going to play at least 3 times in an hour. So we'd be sitting there, I'm like, I got my line. And she's like, I got my line. So that's like, we heard Usher, J-Lo at the time. Like, I'm still Jenny from the block. That's how I learned it.
Yes, that's a good. Listen, I call myself Josie from the block, child. That's me.
Do you?
Yes, I call myself Josie from the block because I'm still hood with it all time. Honestly, that is not gonna lie. That is the most ghetto fabulous thing I've heard today. I love that. That is ghetto fabulous. When you know all the lyrics, and now you got into.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. We grew up with them. Like,
yeah, honestly, seriously, Usher's Tiny Desk. Usher just hearing those songs. Like I can't remember how long he said. I think he said it was like at that time it was like the 10 or 15 year anniversary of My Way. Stop. Yeah, the album. Like I was like,
make you feel like
it makes you feel a little bit older. I'm not gonna lie, it does. I'm like shit. We're big mummies, you know.
Yeah.
I've accepted it. You know, sometimes they call me. Sometimes when I'm on my Instagram live or I'm in, people message me. They call me Auntie Joyce, and I'm like, y'all better fucking stop.
Wow.
I'ma whoop your ass. I'ma whoop your ass, child.
I feel like I have to accept it now.
I accepted it.
I'm gonna be 30 this year, and
you're not gonna be 30 this year.
I'm going to be 30 this year, and it's a big pill to swallow. I can't lie. I feel like I'm having not an identity crisis, but a midlife crisis where I'm like,
you look amazing. 30, I was gonna say you look amazing for 30, like 30, 60. It's not that old.
It's not old, and I feel like a lot of my older friends that are like in their mid 30s say like, your 30s is when it starts.
I heard that as well. A lot of people say your 30s is when it starts.
I also feel like, I would say from 27, 28, 29, I've been going through a second puberty, and I don't know what it is.
A second puberty.
I will show you afterwards. I'm part of the itty bitty committee, yeah. But I've got a folder on my phone that says, are my boobs growing? Because I had nothing before 27. And now all of a sudden, I've got breasts. I've got a little bit of something. My hips are widening.
I love that for you.
I can't explain it. But yeah, a lot of my over 30 friends say like, you know, honestly, your body still changes.
So is my waist going to get smaller when I'm 30 because girl, I'm tired. I want it to be small.
Come to the gym with me. Waists are easy to do.
Do you know what? I need to. I really need to. Yeah, one thing about you, girl. Let me tell you something. When I saw that, how much liters water would you like 5 liters of water?
No. It's gone down now. It used to be 4.4, but at the time I was having to drink so much because I was taking biotin, but not the English biotin. I was taking the American.
What's the biotin?
Biotin's good for hair growth. And again, I was moving to America, so I was buying a lot of American products, and obviously a lot of stuff that is like okayed over there is not legally okay over here.
Yeah.
the amount that I was taking, I would have had to have been drinking up to, I would say, like 6 to 7 liters of water, and you cannot physically do that. You will drown yourself.
Yeah.
So I've already felt like I was drinking a lot of water because I was training, but when you're taking biotin, you need to be drinking a lot of water anyway. So the bad result was when I stopped taking the biotin, I still needed to be consuming quite a lot of water. So and then obviously when you're training, you're burning off that water, and you're sweating, that water's coming out of you. The worst thing that ever happened to me was taking biotin, because I broke out in the worst acne all over here because I wasn't drinking enough water. And you can't actually physically drink
that amount of water,
liters of water, because that's what I would have been having to have for me to not break out like that. And I swear at the time I was going to so many events, beauty events, where people's looking at your skin, and I was like, this is the worst thing that could have happened to me right now. Like,
that's crazy. I mean, generally, like what is legal in America and what is legal, like, I know there's some sweets that we're not allowed to have here. If you see the Fanta color, the sugar, like, I remember when I went to America, I was shocked. Their large is like, they could drink a 1 liter bottle of Coke and say it's a large. That's their large. I think their large sizes.
No, their cups are massive.
Their cups are huge. Like, their large. Our large is their medium.
I saw Victor, Nella, all of them were in America, and they were all taking shots, and they were like, "This is not a shot.
This is not a shot. That's the fucking like, bottle." I said, that is the bottle, chat.
Who's taking a shot? That's like 10 shots in a glass. Who's taking that?
Their quantity sizes are humongous. No. And it's just, all their food is full of shit. Respect to Americans, but that's why y'all got an obesity problem.
No, honestly.
It is bad. It's the food. It's the food.
If you know, I'm such a foodie. So going to America, it looks beautiful, everything, like, aesthetically beautiful. Dubai never appealed to me, but my brother now lives there, so I went there for the first time this year.
Amazing.
The food there, like, I can't explain it, but beef tasted like beef. Like, I couldn't come back here and eat beef or lamb, or
it's not the same.
It tasted like, and it got in my head because I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm actually eating an animal now, because what the hell have I been eating in England and America? Because I was like, this tastes real.
Like real, yeah. I heard a lot, like, if obviously back home the meat smell the meat is different because of how they breed it. Obviously they breed it like naturally, like a lot of times back home in the village especially, they actually breed their own animals. You can see what they're putting in the animals, and they kill them themselves. Here, obviously, we have these massive industrial farmhouses where they're pumping them with hormones, pumping them with this, pumping them with that.
Not as much as America. They can't get away with that here.
Yeah, America is really, really bad. America, I heard, is really, really bad. But listen, regardless, I'm just trying to... Well, I'm finna eat this shit. God help me. God help me.
I stopped eating pork.
I've stopped eating pork. I lied. I love a BLT. Pork. But aside from BLT, I stopped eating pork.
You know, every time I walk past like Greg's or something, I still get a whiff of bacon. I'm like, oh, that smells nice. But I did stop. It was just one video that put me off, and I was like, never again. I'm very like susceptible to what I watch and like stuff.
Yeah. I have a friend that stopped eating pork because she saw a picture of a hench pig. So, you know, the pig was hench. Like, they pumped the pig with so much steroids that it was looking wedged, like it looked like,
and everything.
Yeah, like it was looking muscly, like. And she said, "Now I'm finna do that." No. And she ain't pork since. Do you know what? I hear it. I saw the picture. I said, "BLT hench pig, BLT." I'm still have my BLT. I'm still have my BLT, but I feel bad.
Okay.
I feel some type of way. I feel judged when I eat pork, because a lot of black people have stopped eating pork. I
feel like it wasn't like no one forced me to stop.
Yeah.
I still eat every other type of meat.
But the pork.
The pork. Do you know what it was? It was a video of a butcher saying, and he wasn't a halal butcher. He was just like, look, we try to make as much money as possible in this industry. So if we find a tumor in that piece of pork, it's going to make me feel sick. In that piece of pork, we cut as close to it as possible. So you might still have a bit of tumor in your pork chop.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. That's too dead.
When I heard that, I said, I'm not gonna.
You know what? That is.
That is. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And he
You're
showed
put
it
me
like
off my bacon, lettuce, tomato,
it
sandwich.
was so close to the.
That is really ugly.
And they get a lot of tumors because they eat whatever they want. They eat each other. They.
Yeah, please.
Sorry.
Excuse me. Are you here with peta or something or pizza? What the fuck are you? Did they call you?
I eat everything.
Did they call you?
Did
pizza call you? Tell them go to hell. No,
I'm so sorry.
Well, without further ado, I would love to introduce you. I haven't introduced you. Do you know
Hi.
what? I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
I think I'm going to change how I introduce people.
Okay.
Because I usually introduce people in the middle of the conversation. But
Right.
I really feel like it only makes sense to do it at the beginning, like a normal human being.
No, it does. Because people might not know who the person is.
People might not know who the person is, but I feel like sometimes when you introduce people in the beginning, I feel like it puts pressure on them to perform.
Okay. Like, hey, my name is NAKITA.
Yeah. How's your day? Oh, it was good. It was good. How was yours? No. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I try to just make it as conversational as possible and then introduce people so they feel a bit more relaxed.
I like that. That makes sense.
Okay, guys, we have an amazing person in the studio today. She is a YouTuber. Yes. She is a model. She is a all-round boss with amazing brand called Le Foie London.
Yes.
It is the beautiful NAKITA Johnson in the building. She here. Do you know, I'm really happy that you're here.
Oh, I'm so grateful to be
I was literally just saying to you before, I've been watching you for a very long time. Honestly, you've been in the game for so long.
It doesn't feel like it because it honestly it doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't feel like it.
No, because I feel like when you're in this industry, it's like it almost feels like your journey only starts when you start making money. So, so until I started making money, I didn't, which was only about 3-4 years ago. I didn't feel like I'm doing anything really. I was just like,
just thought you were having a good time. Do you know what? I love that, and thank you so much for being here. How has your week been? Talk to me.
My week's actually been really good. Lots of La Foie stuff, which is awesome. We had an
yes, boss lady.
I know. We had an investment meeting, which was like, I feel my business partner and I always say we feel like we have out of body experiences. What's the word? Imposter syndrome, because it's one thing like saying, yes, I own this brand, I'm a co-founder. But then when you're sitting in a meeting with these big other bosses and they're telling you, this is your valuation, this is how much we're willing to give you, and you're like, is this us? Like,
are you sure
it's happening? Like,
wow.
So yeah, there's a lot going on at the moment. I'm so proud of my brand. I'm so proud of my business partner. She is one of the most incredible people I have ever met. And I mean, we always say, God, definitely, we met in a past life or something, because we finish each other's sentences. When she's like doubting something, I know how to pick her up. When I'm doubting something, she knows how to pick me up. We just work really well together. And I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Our brand is doing insanely well. It's exciting. It's daunting, but we're here now.
And how are you currently dealing with your imposter syndrome?
I'm not.
Girl, we are struggling. I hear you.
I'm not. I feel like, so even when I look at pictures of myself, I'm like, is that me? Like, what is going on right now? You have a whole brand, like even down to the conversations that I'm having. I'm like, what is going on right now? Sometimes you have to take a step back and be like, okay, you did that. Well done. And I'm glad I have my business partner for that, because she's a constant reminder. She was like, NAKITA, do you know we're in this? Like, this is happening. And it's easy because you get used to being like, okay, what's next? Like, what do we need to do next? Especially in the fashion industry, you have to anticipate 6 months, 12 months, a year down the line, even 2-3 years down the line, because it's constantly moving, it's constantly changing. So it's easy to not acknowledge what you've achieved in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's exciting. I'm enjoying it.
Honestly, you're doing phenomenal, and I can definitely relate to literally what you just said about, you pray for things.
Yes.
And then you pray for things, and then it comes.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't like that. That's literally been me. Like, honestly,
Really?
not in the sense where I'm not grateful, but then I feel like when it comes, it's a bit anticlimactic, and you're like, you forget that at one point you pray for these things and you're looking for, okay, cool, I've hit this milestone, okay, cool, let's go to the next one. Like, okay, now I'm looking at the next one. This one, okay, cool, we here, God is good, we move into the next one. And I feel like I've tried to just be present, learning to be present, and I guess going a bit backwards as well, looking at the past, because at one point, this is something I really, really wanted. Like, I never thought, I remember, like, I couldn't look past 10K, for example. I didn't look past 10K in terms of following. Okay. And it's like, now, for me, it's not good enough.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just like...
Hello, if 10,000 people stood in front of you, they would not even fit in this room. 10,000 people is a lot of people.
It's a lot of people to compartmentalize.
A hell of a lot of people. So when you think about it, you've achieved an insane... Like insane amount of, it might seem at the time, it might seem like little things that you're achieving, but when you look back, make a habit of looking back. I know you said you're doing that now, but make a habit of looking back and being like, wow, like, I'm here. I need to acknowledge, I need to be grateful for here and now. I mean, we're getting older.
We're getting older. We aunties. we big mamas.
We need to acknowledge all the little things, because when the big things come, we need to be able to appreciate the little things, so that when the big things come, we're like, oh my gosh, I'm here. Like, this is
honestly
insane.
I've been writing down a lot more as well. So obviously, like, you know, trying to write down the things I want God to do, and then obviously when it happens, look back and, like, you know, have kind of like a tick list of all the things that God has done.
Do you do vision boards?
I do. Honestly, it's so mad. It's so mad. When I first started this show, before this, I was hungry.
Was you?
Like,
you need to be, though.
I was hungry. Vision board. Yes. I had I feel like as life has turned out the way I prayed for, I don't dream anymore. I don't vision anymore. It's very weird, because I feel like I'm living the life that I've always wanted.
Oh, I
so
love
it's like,
that for you.
So it's like, but then you stop. Like, I feel like you stop move. You don't move as quickly as you go, because there's no direction.
Okay.
Because it's like, okay, cool. Everything I wanted to do, I've done it. What now?
Yeah.
Like, so now I'm just praying to God that I just want, and what's the next step for me?
Okay.
Because I really don't know.
And also having a spirit of discernment. So
yes.
not just taking everything that comes your way, just the right things.
Being selective.
Yes.
100%. That's what I'm learning. It's C&T, baby. So we are going to move on to a game that we play called Win or Bin.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you some topics of conversations, and you're going to tell me whether it's a win or a bin and why.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Wait, is there a time limit?
No, no time limit. No, it's not.
Okay.
Oh, you it's good, because you better get that competition up for the next time.
Okay,
for the next round.
Right.
So we've got win or bin.
Right.
Marrying for money.
I feel like we need more context, because am I thinking as myself, or am I thinking of, like, my cousin, or
yourself?
Like myself.
Yourself. Okay, marrying for money. There's a guy that you have met. You ain't really.
Have you seen that filter? He's a one, but he's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, he's a one, but he's a multi-millionaire. And not just he's not a stingy multi-millionaire, because there's some stingy ones. He won't look after you.
No, God's got me, man. I don't think I could do it.
Bin.
I've been. No, I can't. Because
bin.
You have to be intimate with that person. Sorry. No.
Oh my days.
Look, I'm even shaking. Oh,
she's shaking her head. She said, God forbid, child. She said, God
forbid. You have to bring that person home to your parents. No. My mum's like me. She can't hide her facial expressions. She'll look at me and tell them to go, because what the hell?
Bin.
Definitely. But could you?
See,
why are you stuttering?
I am a Christian woman.
Okay.
I'm a winner. I'm gonna say say win. Me no bamba clap. Me no care. Me I see it.
No, but listen, you're gonna make your own money. You're a boss.
It's true
in itself. My granny always said, have you watched that movie Mad Money?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh, please watch it.
Okay, I'll watch it.
But my granny always said, yes, marry a man. If he got money, great. If he doesn't, whatever. But I mean, traditionally, it's nice if your man is a provider and he's in a stable position. He's able to provide for you and your family, whatever. Because women put their bodies through a lot. You could die giving birth. So the least you can do is be a provider. Okay. But my granny always said, make sure you got your own.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Agreed.
So yes, I get the whole marry him for money and stuff, but in my head I've always said I'm always gonna be a boss. I'm always gonna have my own. What are you coming with?
What are you coming with?
Yeah. So yeah, you might have money, but like,
because you marry a broke man that is absolutely in love with you.
No, I've been there, done that.
See, it's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose. Poverty is a disease.
I said
poverty is a disease.
Saying that, it's different being broke and having ambition. I mean, everyone's got ambition.
Oh my God.
No. Everyone's got ambition, but there's people with active ambition. So if you can see that this person is actively making moves to better themselves, better their lives. I always say, I think it's very selfish getting into a relationship if you can't do things for me that I can do for myself. So like, take me to go and get ice cream. Take me to go get my nails done. Just simple things. Go out for dinner. Because if I can do that for myself and I can do that for you, I think it's very selfish you coming into a relationship and not being able to do the little things.
Yeah.
But if you can see that a person is actively making moves to better themselves and like there's steps being taken to get to that goal, then I mean, not for me, but I would definitely encourage it.
You know you're wrong for that. You know you're wrong for that.
Sorry. I'm too old. Like, I'm too old for ambition.
You took all that speech. You said all that speech. And you said, not me though, y'all stay safe.
I'm speaking as an auntie. You gotta encourage it. Okay. I get it. Like, I completely understand the vision. I get it. I would definitely encourage you, go for it.
Please.
But
I'm not going for... Listen, no, please, I can't do it.
So you're going to marry for money? You know that man has to kiss you.
Honestly...
On the lips.
Money increases attraction for me.
Okay. Oh, really?
Money increases attraction. I'm sorry, when a guy can look after you, they looking sexy. I'm sorry, they look sexy.
Okay, so he's a one, but he's a billionaire. You're going... Okay, not billionaire, millionaire.
He's a millionaire.
Does that make him a 10?
It makes him an 11.
Is it?
It makes it, for me, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I realized in my last relationship that when someone is looking after me, they're just attractive. I just like when the guy's looking after you, when he's doing, when he's looking off.
Is your love language gift giving?
Mine is quality time. Okay. But let's talk about the word quality.
Okay.
Because you and me sitting in the house, there's no qualities. There's no quality in that. Quality is doing quality things. You better take me out to dinner, child. You better take my ass to the right places. You better book that flight.
Okay.
That is quality.
I love that.
There's quality in quality time. Yes. Keyword. But I found in my life, I've dated really ugly men.
Have you?
I have.
And you can acknowledge that they're...
And I can acknowledge, like, honestly, I can acknowledge that they're not fine.
But they
looked after me. The treatment was still good.
Oh, I love that.
The treatment was good. I don't feel like I've realized about myself, I really don't fall in love with just facial appearances. Oh, it's nice to have a chocolate daddy, 6-pack, everything. But the ones from my experience, they don't look after you like that. And they're really shit. I find that the ones that were not the most initially sexually attractive people, but had really, really nice hearts and money. Hearts is not enough.
Okay.
And were looking after me. I really genuinely liked them.
Okay.
I really warmed to them. and to the point where I was attracted to them.
Well, what happened?
They're all the same. They're all the same. You're asking why is this? Okay, so why are you single then, bitch? Why are you still single, bitch? If they were so good.
My mom says she's worried about me.
Honestly, my mom is definitely worried about me.
Boy.
My mom is definitely worried about me.
I don't want to wake up in 30 years and be like, what the hell have I done? Like, who the hell is this? That is a real, genuine fear of mine.
You're like, what the fuck's this?
I've been dating.
I'm happy for you. Honestly, you should have been wifed up by now, man.
The thing is, I don't just want to marry just anybody, and like
as you should. Nah,
it's not like the option's not been there to get married. I've had men with plans, like this is what's happening in 6 months' time. You're gonna have a ring on your finger. In 7 months' time, you're gonna have a house. All this, and I said, "Woo, like,
I'm alone now.
I don't know you."
Yeah.
So I completely get, like, marriage is obviously up there for me, but that's never been a goal for me. Like, it's never been, I've never thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to turn 30 and I'm not married, I don't have kids. My goal has always been, I need to retire my parents. Amazing. Once that's done, no matter what comes after that, I'm open to.
Amazing. I love that.
Marriage and kids is definitely, like, obviously you can't, society naturally pushes that on you. If you,
it's so annoying.
It's very annoying,
and it's very false, and it's very what's that word? What's the patriarchal? Because I only found. Do you know that also? Depending on age, men's sperm count also are affected. So the older that men get, the less sperm count they have. But they don't tell you that. They'll be talking about our age clock. Men also have an age clock as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was very shocked to find that. They won't fucking tell you that. Men also have a age clock as well.
Yeah, but see, that doesn't bother me. My mum's sister had both her kids after 40. Those two children are some of the smartest kids that I know. Like, age has never been an issue for me. Marriage has never been. Yes, I believe in fairy tales, and I believe every girl deserves that, and I love seeing people happy, but I do not want to settle. And I've never had this vision in my head of me being married off and going off and having kids without my parents being retired.
I'm loving, honestly, everything you're saying is just making me like, because I'm loving the generation that we're in now, where success and helping our generation is the priority. That's what you're saying now is exactly my mindset right now. I want to make sure that I am an established woman first before any sort of man, any sort of anything comes into my space. Like, I said to myself, I don't see myself having. I said to myself as a joke, my little sister's probably more likely to have to get married than I am.
Oh really?
Because she's the type. You know, there's some women that are like, oh my god, I want to get married. Oh my god, I want to get married. I could get married tomorrow. That's not me. Like, I want to make sure that my career is established first. My people are okay. That even when I do have a family, they're stepping into greatness. They're not stepping into the struggle that I stuck in. Generational wealth. Come on, like we should, I don't know about you, but I struggle, child. I don't want to bring a child in so that I'm struggling. On top of that, it's not like the men are even quality enough to be fathers, anyways.
1,000,000%.
So at least. Anyways, we're gonna talk about fathers and children in a minute, because there's something I really want to talk about. But let's move on.
Okay.
Win or bin?
Yes.
Saying I love you first.
Win.
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 Win. Why?
I just feel I'm such a romantic
girl.
I love.
Let's talk about it.
And if I feel it, I mean, how can I put this? If I feel it, I'm not gonna pretend like I get it. Like, you see it all over. Like, don't put everyone puts their best foot forward, and they're pretending or whatever. But if I genuinely feel like I love and care for this person, why am I going to pretend or just wait until he feels? It's like, if I love you and you're not going to say it back, I have no qualms about that. Everyone moves at different paces.
Girl!
No, honestly, I'm very confident in myself. I know who I am. I know what I bring.
Do you know what? That's happened to me before, you know.
You said I love you and they didn't say it back? And it hurt you? Why?
God, it killed me.
Why?
Because I feel like I have a rejection problem. I feel like I have a rejection problem.
I don't like rejection, but when it comes to love, I just feel like everyone's different.
It's true. You can't force it.
Yeah, I can't expect that you can't expect that people are gonna love the same way that you're gonna love, think the same way that you're gonna think, act the same way that you're gonna act. So if I love you and I can feel that, I'm gonna say it.
Do you know what? I hear it and I hate that by myself. Honestly, I wish I could say I wish I could say bin.
Okay,
I wish I could say bin. But honestly, like, the way I am so impulsive and my emotions, like, if I could feel it bubbling in my neck, I just have to say, I couldn't compress it. If I felt, and the thing is, my friends always laugh at me because I really fall in love every 2 weeks.
Do you?
I'm one of those people. Honestly, I have a new boyfriend every 2 weeks. My friends always tell me, I'm like, guys, I have a new boyfriend. I love him. And they're like, again, Joyce, it's not every week. Honestly, but I just love, like you, I love being in love. I love the feeling. I love the butterflies. I love before all the turmoil. Let's forget about that. Let's talk about the time nice where we're just the nice bits, the romance. Like, when I feel that connection with someone, just like, I love you.
But the thing is, I'm very strategic with it.
Strategy.
So I even did a video on it. There was a trend going around with resist the urge to give guys that feminine look that makes them fall in love. So I won't just look at you and be like, oh, I love you, or like just let it pop up randomly. I make sure I give this look where there's no way they cannot say it back. There is no way. I'm going to show you the video afterwards.
I need to see the look.
No way will a guy not say it back to you afterwards if you're looking at him like this. It is like, I would fall in love with me.
Is it like...
No, it's like almost like a
sultry...
doe eye, like innocent and half blinking look. I don't want to do it now in case I get it wrong, but...
you need to show me that,
show you.
I can't die.
But it was a trend. But I mean, that's my strategy. That's how I say it. I mean...
Okay, so what if that don't work and he says I don't love you back?
It's never happened.
See, that's so what?
I haven't dated a lot of people, but that's what I'm saying.
Eventually, the person did tell me that they loved me.
That's
eventually,
the point.
It was eventual.
Okay,
but it wasn't at the time that I said it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, though.
Well, it still killed me nonetheless.
I think I would have been prepared for that regardless. Saying I love you and not hearing it back, I would have been fine with it.
I think that was the only time it happened to me, and it really killed me. Anyways, they loved me in the end. Purge. We are gonna move on. Win or bin?
Yeah.
Babysitting.
Win. Yes. Only because I'm giving the baby back.
Do you know what? I hear it. I hear it.
I've babysat quite a few babies in my lifetime. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It is like a natural, what's the word? I don't need babies right now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Because every baby's different and it will be a shocker. Like, I feel as women, because we're so emotional and you see a baby and like your whole belly flips.
Yeah.
But babysitting is like a big wake up call. Like, no, you're not ready to have a child. Just
I don't
relax.
think I've ever babysat, you know.
You've never babysat? Not one baby? Seriously?
Listen, they don't trust me with the kids, man. Honestly, I've got three. I've got two nieces and a nephew.
Okay. And like, you've never babysat?
Okay, tell a lie. I think I have babysat. I think when you mean babysat, you mean like the mum is not there and I'm looking after them.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, I have. Sorry, I have. It's hell.
You didn't like it?
I did not enjoy it. One of the not traumatic but scariest ones for me was one of my I don't like saying best friends. She's like my sister. She'd had twins. Oh God. She was coming to London for the WizKid concert, and she says, "Yeah, I'm leaving them with you." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're like 2 months old. What the hell?" One starts crying, while the other one's asleep. Then this one stops crying. This one starts crying. It was like turmoil. And then she comes back and she was like, "Oh no, it's fine. Like, you did a great job." I felt like I was going to pull my hair out at the end of that night. Girl. And I had my mum's help, so it was You just gave me a flashback. You just gave me a flashback. So one of my sisters, she was away, and she's got 2 girls. This was like 2 years ago. One of them is really, really young at this point, and she has like a super attachment to obviously her mum. So she's left me with them, I think, while she was sleeping. So obviously she's disappeared while she's sleeping in it, so that she can, that can dive out, kick out. Obviously my niece has woken up, realized her mum is there. Mum is not there, and she is crying. So I've put her in the buggy, tried to take her out, push the buggy in that. This child is crying. I'm trying to say, it's okay, she's not having it. Yeah. Starts crying. She cries so hard, she starts vomiting. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, bruv.
This is
bro. I said, I'm not gonna lie, this is not it. Someone come get you. Mama, go get your kid. Go and get your child. Because I can't. I think that might be the last time I babysat them.
Really?
Yeah, no, can't do it. I wouldn't mind, there's some kids that have a super dependency on their mum. Like, they have to be, like,
I feel like that usually happens between, like,
a certain age. I feel like, when they get older, like, if they were, like, maybe 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
But there's some kids that don't have the dependency. They can be
around people and be fine.
Yeah. I don't do the crying and the vomiting thing. Like, that's a bit mad.
I like it when they get to the stage where they don't feel so fragile anymore. So I would say like 9 months on, when they can walk.
Oh, when they can walk,
yeah. But yeah, I don't like feeling like, when they're so small and you can see that thing on their head where it's like beaten.
Oh yeah.
I don't like that stage.
When they're newborns.
No, please, no.
When they're like, if I touch you, like, if I hold you, you're gonna fall apart.
You're gonna break.
No, seriously. Yeah, seriously. Oh, kids. Okay, cool.
Definite win.
Win. I'm gonna say Ben. Sorry, fuck the kids.
That's A-okay.
I said what I said. Cocktails and takeaways. Well, I hope you've got your brain cells going.
Okay, why?
You've got your noggin, because we have a very important game that we're about to play. So this is a very important segment in which we have a cultural questionnaire for our guests.
Okay.
And we call this game, Are You Smart?
Oh.
NAKITA, are you smart?
I don't feel like I am.
Confidence is important in this game.
Okay.
So.
It's going to be so funny if I get them wrong. I'm so confidently like, yeah.
You were talking about your competitive.
I'm very competitive. That's why this will be funny if I get it wrong. Okay, let's go.
So we've got 10 questions.
Okay.
You got one answer. Short time deliberation.
Oh, Jesus.
One answer. You can't say Bobby, Susie, Becky, Adam, David. You got I'm going to accept the first answer.
Is it one word answers?
I'm going to accept the first answer.
Okay.
You can't say, is it Bobby? Or is it... You need to give me
a
definitive...
Okay, all right.
Definitive answer.
No problem.
Boom.
Have you seen these questions before?
I haven't, actually.
Okay.
I haven't.
We've got this.
Some are multiple questions. Some are direct questions.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I don't think so, but okay.
Cool. So let's play. Which UK artist helped write the smash hit Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus? Is it A, Jessie J, B, Rita Ora, C, Adele?
I feel like it's either Jessie J or Rita Ora. Rita Ora.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That is incorrect. It was Jessie J.
Stop.
It was Jessie J. So Jessie J, the song was originally written to be sang by her.
She's a songwriter.
Yes. But Miley Cyrus took the song. Okay, question number 2. Which of these social media apps is the oldest? Is it A, Twitter, B, Facebook, C, Tumblr?
Tumblr.
Final answer?
Final answer. Why do you look so serious? Am I right?
That is incorrect.
Stop!
The answer is actually Facebook.
Oh.
So it was Facebook first, which was released in February 2004.
Then Tumblr, then Twitter.
Twitter was released in 2006 and Tumblr was released 2007.
Why did I think Tumblr was old?
I thought it was old, but then Facebook is older.
Okay.
So
I'll take that.
Currently has the highest number of followers on TikTok?
I know his name. He's the guy, the silent guy. He took over the girl, and it was in all the newspapers. I know his name. He's the guy that goes. I need to get this. I know, I'm saying the right person. He does all of that. Come on, I need at least half a point.
Nikki, I need the name.
Can't give you a name because I forgot it. I'm really sorry. I'm actually really sorry that I didn't get it. But I know who you are.
Okay. We've got no answer, so we've got incorrect. No. The answer is, and I'm sure you won't forget this name again, it is Cabby Lame.
Yes.
So Cabby Lame.
Sorry, Cabby.
With over 145 million followers, took over Charlie D'Amelio. Charlie Amelio. Cool. Question number 4. Give one example of a homophone.
Of a what?
A homophone.
No answer.
You got no answer?
What's a homophone?
No answer?
No answer.
Okay. We've got another incorrect. No answer. So, homophones are words that sound the same but are spelt differently.
My mum will shout at me for this. She's a teacher.
For example, time and time. B and B, 4 and 4.
I'm sorry, Mum. Wow.
Homophone.
You just taught me something.
Homophone.
Phone.
Yes, homophone. Okay.
Did you know that?
To be honest, no, I did not. I'm not gonna lie. I learned something new today, child, but I'm not the one answering the questions. I'm just sitting now. So, question number 5. What do bees collect and use to create honey?
Pollen.
Do you know what? I'm gonna accept that.
Why? What does it say?
It actually says nectar, but I'm gonna accept pollen.
Okay.
No.
You can't accept it.
I can't accept.
Nectar.
Sorry, you're incorrect. Sorry. Even.
Do you know how bad this is for me?
It's true, you know. Oh my God, even I got that shit wrong. Oh my God, listen, I got -1 point for myself, -1 point for me.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Producer's always producing. That's incorrect. I'm gonna say nectar. Okay, it's nectar. The answer's nectar.
Okay.
I learned something new again today. Cool. One day someone is gonna give me a "Are you smart?"
Yeah. I hope I'll come back and I'll do it because that'll be fun.
Okay. Question number 6. What is the best-selling flavor of Walker's Crisp in the UK?
I'm a salt and vinegar girl, but why do I get a feeling that it's cheese and onion? I'm trying to read your face.
Don't read my face.
Listen to your intuition. Cheese and onion. What's the other ones? Prawn
cocktail, salt and vinegar, ready salted.
Ooh, ready salted. Ready salted or cheese and onion? I say cheese and onion.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That is correct.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
Cheese and onion were the most voted, followed by ready salted and then salt and vinegar.
See?
So yeah, you're good. You're doing all right. You're doing all right. Cool. Adrian Balin. I think I'm saying her name right.
Oh
Adrian
yes, she's
Balin,
married to Israel Houghton.
Who played Chanel Simmons in Cheetah Girls,
yes,
was also a member of which 2000 girl group?
Stop it. And I love her. They make such a cute couple. I don't know. Is it going to annoy me that I don't know this? Did you know it?
I knew it.
Tell me who the other people are in it.
I can't give you any more.
I know her in Cheetah Girls. Okay, no answer.
Okay, the answer is 3LW.
Ah!
I'm getting a little tired of your broken promises. Looking at your pages, seeing different numbers.
No!
You got it. I thought you would have had it. I thought you would have had it.
That's actually really bad because I really love Adrian.
I love her too. She's a good girl. She's been in the game for a long time.
She really has.
I rate it. In the movies, question number 8. In the movies, The Incredible, Violet, the daughter,
black hair,
had what superpower?
It'll always be Violet. She disappears. She makes herself invisible.
That is correct. So answer is invisibility and the power to generate force fields.
Lovely.
Okay. Well, what is going back up there? Question number 9. Which West African country was formerly known as the Gold Coast? I feel like I should know this. I feel like I should know this
because the Gold Coast rings a bell. I feel like I'm reading your face. No.
Don't read my face.
Oh.
Is that your final answer?
No. Yeah.
Ghana.
Yeah.
That is correct. Do you know what? Your excitement is killing me. So colonizers identified the region as the Gold Coast because of its large supply of gold that existed there. Yes, Ghana is
gold. The Gold Coast did really well.
Gold Coast. Well done. The spirit is moving. I love that for you.
God's with me.
What city is most commonly referred to as the city that never sleeps?
New York.
That one was easy peasy. Correct. That was correct.
Thank you.
So, do you know what? I feel like, but at the beginning you were struggling.
I was struggling.
You were struggling, but you
gave me some hard ones.
There was some hard ones. I'm not gonna lie.
Not hard. I would say trick questions.
There was a lot of trick questions here. There was a lot of trick questions here. You got 4.
Okay.
4 is good.
I can deal with that.
Some people have only got 1.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna mention their name. It's London, but I'm not gonna mention their name. But I think 4 is pretty good. You know that's 40%.
It's not bad.
Calculations. You did all right. You saved it. You saved that. Please, I really thought you were gonna get 0.
Oh, wow.
I thought, because I was like, oh, the way this is going, I don't know.
Do
you know what? I don't think this is good. I don't know. But you know what? You picked it up. Big up you, man. Big up you. Hot topics of the week, baby. Okay, guys, we are going to move on to our next segment. It is Hot Topics of the Week, you know, the vibe. And of course, it has been a chaotic week. And we are going to start with hot new releases. So for the first one, we've got Chivas Regal, The Rise, Discovering New Paths to Success, which is an interview with Stefflondons. Have you watched it?
I watched it. Oh my God. First of all, her outfit.
Do you know what?
Did you see her outfit? It was like just like...
That's the first thing I said. Whoever the stylist is really did a job, because when she was sitting down, the pink and the fluff,
everything.
Usually
when you sit down, you don't see the outfit, but it was giving.
It was giving.
It went with the background, the whole aesthetic.
The aesthetic was really nice. You know, big up Chivas Regal. They really did their thing.
They did.
I think most importantly for me, I feel like I don't really know Stefflon like that. Mm-hmm. I love her music, but I feel like insanely talented beast.
Yeah.
But understanding her story for me made me like her even more.
Yeah.
Because her talking about her experiences as a woman in a male-dominated space. I think she was mentioning something about she used to play football and stuff. So she's always quite had a demeanor where she could dominate male spaces from growing up. And I just, when I see a woman like that, I just love it, because I think she was mentioning how she's worked with Skepta, she's worked with French Montana, all these guys. Like sometimes, have you been you that works that does a lot of gym and fitness? You know what it is to be around guys, macho man.
You need to be prepared. I mean, in the interview, she even said the lady that's interviewing her says she steps into a room and you feel it.
Yeah.
So you naturally need to have that about you. You can't expect to come into any industry, not just the music industry, and majority of the time it's male dominated.
Yeah.
And to have a voice if you don't already have that about you. And
100%.
You can see it. It exudes from her.
It exudes.
I love it.
I feel like I just love the confidence. I just love just how she carries it. She knows who she is. And I remember even her saying, there was a question that was asked, do you believe you can be successful, or is success guaranteed? Mm-hmm. And I thought that was a powerful question, because even there was a contingency between the interviewer and Stefflondon, because Stefflondon was like, yes, you can, success is guaranteed. And then the interviewer was like, how is that guaranteed? She was like, listen, if you give 30% in what you do, you're gonna get 30%. Yeah. If you put 100%, if you put 100%,
how can you not be successful? And I really, the way she said that with such conviction, I was like, you know what? I've never heard it put like that.
That's exactly that.
That's very profound.
For me, it's having the confidence to know that you're gonna win. Mm-hmm. Like, that's all I kept seeing.
And you can tell that it's not coming from a place of
arrogance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just knowing. You can't buy that.
I think with it, it's about believing in your skill, isn't it? It's about believing in your skill set. It's about, like, even when she was mentioning that when she first started, like, she was so in belief of herself that when she walked into a room, she don't care. You want me to rap for you? You want me to give you a spin?
I'm gonna make sure it's the best.
Listen, I'm gonna make sure it's the best every single time. I'm gonna deliver. It doesn't even matter who's gonna be on the track. It doesn't matter what room I'm in. I'm gonna make sure that they know I'm that bitch. And I feel like it just honestly, like, her confidence is absolutely crazy.
Did you not find that you were smiling throughout the interview? Like, I felt like I was getting to... I like when I see that with not just artists, but people we don't necessarily know much about. But I found myself smiling because I'm like, oh, wow, we're getting to see a part of her that she probably never shared before.
100%.
And it's awe-inspiring because, yes, she's this insanely talented musician and boss woman. That's because she's not just doing music. Like, if you... she said so in the interview, but... I've just found myself smiling because I'm like, wow, this is actually really, like, awe-inspiring. Like I said, it was lovely to watch.
I'm telling you. So when I'm going back to you, because honestly, funny enough, I saw a lot of similarities between you two. Honestly, because obviously she does music, but she's also very multifaceted. Like, in terms of your path to success, watching that, what advice could you give that you find similar to kind of Steph?
I would say, I mean, I feel like I repeat myself often in saying this, just start.
Yeah.
Like, using my own business, for instance, my business partner and I, when we look back at it, we didn't have this crazy business plan. Like, it was all very rough. But if we just said, oh, you know what, next year we'll, like, put money aside and we'll just start saving, and, like, we literally just started, and like, we're here now, and we've achieved so much. Because if you procrastinate, you have to get out of the habit of procrastinating and saying, oh, you know what, maybe tomorrow, or maybe next week, or maybe when I have more money, or maybe when I have this. Just start. Because someone else could have this exact same idea as you and do it better. Why can't you do it?
100%.
So just start. And
I feel like it's all about having the confidence. Sometimes having the confidence to get it wrong.
Don't be scared of failure.
I feel like, in the same words, I feel like sometimes people are afraid that they're going to fail. So they anticipate the failure. And then when they do things with no confidence, and then fall on their face.
Side, you could also be like, but what if I win? You can't just go in thinking, oh my gosh, I could fail, or like people might not like me, or this could go so wrong. You could just flip it and be like, but what if it goes right? This could be the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I'm not starting because I'm scared. No.
I don't know about you, but in everything, I feel like I'm a bit delusional, because anything I do is like, it's going to bang.
You have to be
delusional.
It's
going to bang. I don't even give a fuck. It's going to bang.
Same.
Yeah, literally.
You have to
even if, like, my sister, before I started my show, my sister was so fed up. I have a new idea every fucking week. I have an idea every week. And the thing is, the way I have the idea, in my heart of hearts, it's going to bang.
Yes.
It's going to bang until I get tired and move there. But that one's going to bang too.
And why not? Yeah. Why not? Who's
that one's going to bang
too. Not gonna bang?
And I think one thing I love about this interview is that Steph had that same, you know what, I know where I'm trying to go. you're not going to treat me any less than I already am. She said, and it was so powerful. She said, I had no money. She said, listen, I've got no bread. And I have...
Even her mum said, just take that deal.
Yeah, just take the deal.
And she said, no.
And she had no money.
It's not even about the money. She was like, I just know my worth.
It's about your worth. Do you know what? Yeah, knowing your worth.
Knowing you have no money coming in, going out, whatever, but also knowing your worth. She knew she's more than what they're offering because they were coming back. So she knew by next year this time I'm going to be worth way more. Cough it up.
Bring the funds. I said, listen, if you don't stand, listen, I would have stood up. I'd have been like, okay. Like, honestly, I feel like, especially, do you know what it is? Yeah, it's about, for me, it's about vision. It's about your current situation might not show who you think you are, but it's about being in that mindset of, I know who I'm going to be and I'm not going to settle for less than who I think I am, which is why confidence for me is so important, because I know girls that have taken record deals for 60k.
No, you don't.
I do. I'll tell you after. 60k, 60 bags for a record deal. Stefflondons said, I know I'm not who you think I am right now, but I'm not settling until 1.2 because I know who I'm going to be. And exactly who she thought she was who she became and more. So for me, it's about, when people are talking about knowing your worth, it's like being so ingrained in the person you want to become. It doesn't matter what you're looking like right now. It don't matter if you've got no money now. If you're saying to yourself, listen, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be a multi-millionaire. I'm going to be a billionaire. Whatever ones you want to do. And right now you got £50 in your pocket. You better walk and talk and like move and work like that person, because I feel like that's exactly what I was seeing. And it's this, I don't know about you, it's this, where are you coming from?
What do you mean?
In terms of, are you somebody, you're in an amazing space right now.
Yeah.
In your humble beginnings, what was your mindset like before getting into this place?
Very humble.
Very humble.
I think why I always bring my parents up is because I watched my parents sell everything. Like, to me, we were living this fairy tale lifestyle in South Africa, but I didn't know my parents were in debt to give us that lifestyle, because in South Africa, it's very much keeping up with the Joneses, and we've got a beautiful house, we've got 5 cars, whatever. My parents sold everything to come here, pay off that debt in the hopes that England will give us more opportunities, because there's no opportunities there. There's literally no opportunities there. But in doing that, like, obviously as a child, you're just seeing, we had this beautiful life there. Now we're coming to England and I'm having to share a bedroom with my brothers. I've never lived in a flat in my life before. Wow. And I remember walking into my parents' bedroom, and it makes me so upset because I still have this image in my head. And I was like, I'm never gonna see my parents in that position again. And I was only 12. I walked into their bedroom and I saw them with this big plastic, you remember those plastic penny jars that you put in and you can only take the money out at a certain time, like when it's full. And I saw them pouring this penny jar out and counting the pennies to take to Asda to go and buy our groceries. And I just remember thinking, like, I was 12 and I was like, I'm never gonna see my parents do that again. Like, I will never, I don't care how hard I have to work, I don't care what the hell I have to do, I'm gonna be so successful that my parents, all the sacrifices that my parents made to get us to this point and to give us the opportunities that we've had here, I'm going to make sure they live a very peaceful life at the end of theirs. So yeah, coming from that and seeing how much my parents sacrificed, I feel like that's just been in the back of my mind. Like, I have to work hard. Like, I can't stop because they need to live life, man. They've worked so hard to get to where we are. And I just feel like I owe them everything.
Do you know what? It's so beautiful that your driving force is your parents. I feel like a lot of people's driving forces are themselves. Your driving force is...
If you meet my parents, you'll see why. They are the sweetest couple you will ever meet. You would think they're teenagers the way they're so in love. They are so cute and so... God is at the center of their lives.
Wow.
I wake up every morning and my dad's like, good morning to the most beautiful girl in the world. I'm like, oh,
God, please do it for me. Please.
It's a joy living with them. It's a joy getting to experience them. I'm so blessed to have them as my parents, but at the same time, I'm like, I just want to see them live life. So that's what pushes me.
You know what? Do you know? I don't think you realize how beautiful that is.
Stop.
Like, that is honestly, like, I don't even know what to say right now. It's a really beautiful thing.
Oh,
it's a really beautiful thing. Like, you've been mentioning them through the episode, and I'm just like,
I feel like they're gonna be watching, so they're gonna be crying. Like,
listen, mommy, daddy, you raised a phenomenal woman. Just know that. Just know that. But yeah, again, just coming back from purpose and just having that driving factor, knowing that, like, whatever your driving factor is, just knowing that whatever you want to do in this life, if you work hard,
you'll achieve it.
You'll achieve it, man. I believe that. A lot of people don't believe
what
that.
Steph said was so
and
profound.
having confidence. Like, I feel like having a delusional confidence. She said something. She was like, the woman, the interviewer was asking, are you how do you deal with shyness? And she was like, shyness stems from being unsure. She said, shyness stems from being unsure. Mm-hmm. And I thought, wow, that's really a profound thing to say. Shyness stems from not knowing who you are, not having confidence in your ability, and not knowing you're the shit. I feel like it's annoying. People have demonized confidence, and they've said it's arrogance. Yeah, like Kanye West constantly gets demonized, but when we really look at him, he's one of the best producers and rappers in the name. He's a fucking genius. I don't. People want to do this fake humble, fake community thing, but what it does,
by all means, you can be so successful and still be humble. Mm-hmm. You can't. I don't know why, like you said, people have demonized it in just knowing who you are and knowing what you're capable of and 100%. what you technically bring to the table. No.
That's it.
Be so sure of yourself that even if people do that, just be like, you know what, I'm here.
You know what, suck your mom.
Exactly.
That's suck your mama.
It's definitely coming from a negative place, and that's a-okay. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm still gonna win. Regardless.
You're still gonna win, per. But yeah, thank you so much to Chivas Regal, obviously, for this amazing bottle, and I had a good time. Watching the interview was really, really good. I was very, very inspired.
I felt like I wanted more.
You wanted more?
I wanted to watch more.
It's a whole series. They're gonna have different people.
No, but the interview even said, she was like, I have so many more questions.
Yeah, me too. It was really the first time I saw her sit down. So I'm so happy I got to watch that. Like, she's a beast, man. I'm not gonna lie. She's doing her thing, and I feel like it just reminded me. So guys, make sure you check that out. It's Stefflondons, The Rise, discovering new paths to success with Chivas Regal. Per. Right, we will move on to the next one. Yes. We have Hot Shit, a song, Cardi B, Kanye West, Lil Durk.
Have you heard it yet?
Of course I've heard it.
Did you?
It dropped on Friday, and she released a new single.
Snippet.
I think she recorded the single back in 2019 and released it earlier this week with no promotion. I think she said
she's taking a different route with this one.
Yeah, she basically said, oh, fuck her promotion team. I'm finna drop it.
I'm gonna do it.
That's some Beyonce shit, you know.
Love it. But that's another thing. She knows who she is. She knows what she's doing. She knows it's a powerful song. Drop it. Why not?
Don't you love women?
I love women.
Don't you love that?
You look at her and you think, women.
Yeah, don't you just?
Yes.
Nah, honestly, I'm just so happy for her. The song is dope.
Is it?
The song is really, really good. It's very trappy. Like, she's riding the beat well.
I know she said it's not something that she's used to. Like, it's something very different to what she usually does. Was that correct?
I would say it was similar to the song where she did when she was in New York with the red. Like, it's very trappy. It's like a woman coming into a male space and just riding the beat. It's very trappy. Like, it's what the guys would do. It's not, you know, Doja Cat has been in her poppy bag, which is good, but I think Cardi B has stepped into the male space. And that's why she got Lil Durk. That's why she's got Kanye West, because really and truly, like, that type of song.
Lil Durk is killing it as well.
Lil Durk is doing his thing.
He's appealing to, like, ladies. He's appealing to guys.
He's Lil Durk. I love a diverse artist. But yeah, I really, really like Cardi B.
I love her.
I think at the beginning I was like,
why?
You know, Nicki Minaj is my mama. Like, you know, Nicki Minaj is my queen.
But Cardi B has come.
Cardi B in her own lane, she's done a lot of things.
Space.
I find similarities in her journey to my journey.
Okay.
In terms of when you come into a space that has already very quickly, because you know I feel like her rise was so quick.
It was literally like,
I think within 2 years, Bodak Yellow came in, boop, boop, and this was before TikTok, before people were doing TikTok fame, coming to a space as the newbie and dominating that quickly. She's not been in the game for that long, but she is in the same conversations as Nicki Minaj. How is that? Who has been in the game for like 10 years? Yep. Can you imagine? So I feel like for me, it's like you're coming into a space as the newbie, but you're climbing so quickly that people don't know how to take you in. And people feel
relate to that.
A bit intimidated by it. It's like, oh, what? Like, she's trying to steal man's crown. Like, what is that? You know how it is. You know how it is.
Enough space. I always say this.
Do you know what? I don't blame Black people. We've been taught scarcity.
Okay.
Which is why a lot of Black parents are hoarders.
No.
Let's talk about. We've been taught scarcity. We've been taught there's not enough. We've been taught what you have, keep it, because there's not going to be any more.
But I heard this analogy, I can't remember when it was, but many years ago. Like, you can go down the bread aisle in Asda. How many different brands of bread are you seeing? They got
seeded, they got white, they got brown, they got sourdough, they got rye, they got everything.
And we're gonna buy it all. There is enough room. Like when Rihanna came out with Fenty Beauty, all Mac the other brands there, existed. Maybe they always existed. She wasn't being like, I'm doubting herself. She came and dominated the space. I feel like no matter what industry you're going into or have come from, and you're coming into something new, there is enough space, enough opportunities, enough money to make it your own. It's your journey.
100%. I feel like people, do you know what? And again, you're absolutely right. And I've always had this mindset, but I feel like working in this space, you realize it more, because you realize how much money, resources is out there. I feel like when I was working a normal job, I didn't realize what was going on, and they don't want you to know what's going on. I feel like when you branch out and you're like, hold on a second, y'all paying how much? Y'all spending what on what? Y'all giving out this for free? You're like, oh my God, like there is actually resources out there. There's actually space for everyone to win. You're absolutely right. With Rihanna and Fenty Beauty, she came into a space that was already apparently saturated, and is now one of the highest grossing beauty brands in the world.
But it's worth like, what is it, something billion now?
Maybe 1 billion or something. She did that, and it's true. Like again, but it's the scarcity mindset. It's the crabs in the bucket mindset that sadly Black people have been.
I feel like that's here. I don't get that in other places around the world.
Oh, you don't?
I feel like the crab in the bucket mentality is here, so it's easy to think, oh, let me not, because I like, even when it comes to my own audience, my biggest audience is in America, and then it's here, and then it's like South Africa, and then Europe and whatever. Yeah. I feel like people in the UK are slower to support than they are everywhere else.
Agreed. I was having a conversation about this, funny enough, because there was a video that came out, and I don't know if you saw it. Burna Boy performed Glastonbury, and there was this white boy at the front, and he was crying. He had the Burna Boy chain. He was so gassed to the point where I
feel like I've seen it.
He was crying. Literal tears. And I saw the comments, and they were like, oh, you're a fan, you're a beg, oh, like, you're da-da-da-da-da. And I realised, UK is fucking bad vibes. Exactly what you said. UK people are very, very slow to support things. In fact, they will make you feel embarrassed for liking somebody. Yeah. So Burna Boy has worked fucking hard. I've known Burna Boy since I was 12 years old. Before he got his license, before he got his papers to come to the UK, because they deported his ass. And he wasn't allowed in the UK for time. So we weren't liking him while he was in Nigeria. This touring stuff, he wasn't allowed to do. That really slowed down his career, because he's been in the game for years.
Wow.
He worked hard to get to where he went to. So if people want to appreciate that, why is it a bad thing? If people are crying because somebody took years and years and years to work their ass off, to perfect their craft,
and they're admiring their work,
then why is it a bad thing? It's only UK people do that so much. Have you ever?
Which I feel is like really unfortunate.
It's really unfortunate,
because now you're having to watch like all second guess supporting something. I even
second guess is the word.
I've seen lots of memes that say like in the UK people are like quick to support like an American artist than they are to support their friend's brand, and I'm like,
it's true.
Oh my gosh,
it's really true.
I agree with that, which is really sad because why wouldn't you support?
It's like you're it's like everybody wants, like Krabs, everybody wants to be on top. Nobody wants to look like the underneath person. I can't explain it. I can't even explain the English. But when I saw that video, and the same thing happened with me. I went to Malta. I saw one of my supporters. She said, "Oh my God, Madam Joyce." I said, I'm just excited to meet people. So me too, I'll be screaming. I'm like, oh my God, like, you watch my shit, raw. People watch my shit. Yeah. That's crazy. And as I walked by, there was a guy talking to her. Raw, why are you being a fan for? Why are you being a fan for?
What is wrong with people?
You know, I went back. I said, excuse me, what did you say? I said, no, don't talk to her like that. She's not a fan. She's someone showing love. We're showing love to each other. That's it. He was like, oh, sorry, I was just joking. But it was just weird.
No, but
like,
see how that is like just ingrained in the
see,
UK culture.
that would discourage her for the next time.
She'll second guess.
Be like, coming to speak to me.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's why I let people know, listen, this is no hierarchy thing. I'm as excited to meet people as they're excited to meet me. What?
If people see me and they want to say hi, I'm a hugger. Before,
me too.
Before COVID and all of that, I was like, please, like, hug me. Don't feel scared.
Squeeze me.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold me.
I want to know your name. Like, the fact that you've taken time out of your day to watch something that I've done, or you supported me since way back when, and you see me and you want to say hi, please.
It's so encouraging. It's so encouraging. It's so nice because, like you were saying to me earlier about, you can't process 10,000 people. You can't process 25. So when these people are actually coming to you, it boosts me. It brings my spirits up.
I love it.
I
love it.
Say, fam, bruv. Honestly, I keep saying to people, come and say hi to me. Honestly, most of the time when people are doing that, I say, do you want a drink? I buy my supporters drinks. Let's have a drink. Let's have a good time, because you're someone. Because imagine you're saying to me, there are people in our lives that know us that don't support our shit.
Oh, 1,000,000%. Yeah.
So why would I be brushing people that actually support my shit? There's some family members that don't support my shit. Do you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Bro, so if the strangers are, come on, man, let's go for a fucking drink.
You can tell they genuinely want to see you win.
Agreed.
Why wouldn't I want to spend time saying like, hi?
Come on, darling, let's be cool. Let's be friends.
Honestly,
I'm telling you. But yeah, man. Anyways, I don't even know where we went on the tangent there. But yeah, hot shit. Cardi B, Kanye West, Little Duck. We've got one more hot topic, a hot new release of this week. We've got Stranger Things Series 4, Part 2. You don't watch Stranger Things?
I've never watched it.
Okay, get out. It's time for you to go. We're done here. Right, guys, that was the end of the... that was the end of the episode.
The thing is, I'm such a... Like, I love watching series, and but I'm very much... I can't watch multiple things at a time. So Stranger Things is on the list. It's just not at the top of the list
It's really fucking good.
Is it?
Stranger Things is really good. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
Because I've had a fuck off. I'm still catching up on Love Island. I still haven't. Do you watch Love Island?
I only just started watching with my mum.
Are you up to date?
No, don't ruin it for me.
I'm not up to date.
I'm on.
So I can't talk about it.
Episode like 8 now.
So you are really behind, because we're on like episode 25.
But I'm very good at like swiping past like spoilers.
I can't do. See, people are already ruining Stranger Things for me, and I'm fucking sick of it.
I mean, when you're behind, you're naturally gonna see.
You're gonna see it unless you get off Twitter.
With Love Island, you can kind of like
just close your eyes. Just because the people tend to hashtag things. But yeah, Stranger Things. I'm yet to watch it. I might talk about it next week, but it's out now. Okay. Honestly, the first part was amazing. I think Stranger Things is getting better, and I don't even watch horror like that.
It's horror. I sleep with my light on.
It's horror with class. You sleep with a light on. I have to sleep with a fan on. I need noise. I can't sleep in silence. Very weird.
That helps me. I need white noise.
Yeah, I can't sleep in silence.
Or affirmations, but...
I sleep with affirmations as well.
Oh my God.
I sleep with affirmations, gospel music.
Yes.
The one that's like for 7 hours, 10 hours.
Same.
Or, affirmation, gospel music,
white
and
noise.
my fan. I don't sleep with fan noise.
Okay.
Oh, the rain. Sometimes rain noises, rain sounds.
Or ocean sounds.
Do you know what? I thought I was weird for that because I can't sleep in silence.
No. I feel like I'm in my brain. Also, a recent one that I've been listening to is the Silver Method. It's not hypnosis, but he helps you to visualize the things that are about to happen in your life. So you get into like this very peaceful state. He's like, get as comfortable as you like. Even if you've got like 5 minutes, if you're not going to bed, he's got like different types of videos. But for the last, I would say 3 nights, I've been listening to the one where you listen to before bed, and I go to bed so happy because I'm there like smiling, picturing my life that's about to happen. I'm like, this is lovely. And he's got a very peaceful voice as well.
You know, one that's really soft.
Method. Yeah.
Close your eyes. Imagine. And it's a bit airy. It's got air. Imagine.
You're in a forest.
And you are settled. Like, I love it though. I'm not gonna lie. Me because I'm like, bitch, I'm settled. Thank you. I'm settled. Thank you. But yeah, Stranger Things. Okay, cool. We are gonna move on to hot topics of the week. The main meat. We've got R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years in prison. So R. Kelly has been sentenced to 30 years in jail for his crimes against women and children. He has another trial for indecent images of children. And my producer said no one should step in the name of love again. Oh, I've seen the Twitter. I've seen the TikTok trend. Stop it. I've seen the TikTok trend. Stop it. You stepped. Change. Y'all stepped.
You know what's really bad
Change.
in South Africa? All the houses still blast his music.
Really?
Every wedding you go to, it still plays, and I'm like, are we like living on the same planet?
I think stop. Honestly, are you for stopping R. Kelly music or against it?
The thing is, if you're stopping R. Kelly music, you have to stop a hell of a lot. You can't listen to BTK, you can't listen to Aaliyah, you can't listen to who else is he written for?
Marcus Houston.
Hell of a lot of people.
Ja Rule.
So we'd be ruling all of them out.
I mean, they ain't do nothing to
like, he wrote those songs. He wrote Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. And when my little cousin was singing that, I said, hush your mouth.
You don't know the sauce.
I said, hey, she's trolled. Grips to him. I'm like, hey.
You better close it up.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Yes, it is.
You mad.
It is more than a number.
Fuming. I said,
you don't understand. You don't understand. No, but can I just say, the whole Me Too movement, the R. Kelly movement was so powerful.
My goodness. Did you watch the documentary?
I did watch the documentary, and I said, this was like I feel like this R. Kelly moment, the Me Too moment was pivotal because it meant and it represented that women have a voice. This guy has been in the game for so long and has been perpetrator for so long. For so long. And he got away with it until women collectively came together and spoke out. And we're like, we ain't fucking having this. We had women who were abused at 15 speaking out when they're 30 years old. Like, a lot of the women were like in their 30s, 40s. But this has happened years ago, and he was still on the loose, still a perpetrator. So I'm so happy.
Still doing what he was doing.
Lock that man up. Melt the key.
But now, question. You said he's still got another trial coming up. So he's got this 30 years. Who can get more years on top of that?
On top of that. Lock him up. Lock him up.
Throw away the key.
Throw away that key. We ain't finna want him anymore. Ooh. Thank you.
Did you see that video where he's like... Hey, let me not laugh.
Is it with...
Let me not laugh. There's a guy holding a phone and he's like, hey, I'm here with... I can't remember if he said my auntie or... He's like, sing to her. And he's singing from prison.
I saw that.
I said, what are we doing here?
Do you know what it is? There are always people that are gonna love him. There are always people that are gonna look over what he's done or believe it's lies or believe it's allegations. Like, I had a very interesting conversation with Moses a couple of months ago, and I said, if that was Drake and something as barbaric like that came out, are people gonna support him? Absolutely. They will look over that shit. Because why? Because it wasn't them.
Yeah.
A lot of people have issues with empathy. That's the problem. They don't care unless it's their sister. They don't care. It's the same thing with, like, obviously I don't want to make it about guys, but the same thing with guys. You lot got sisters at home, you've got mothers at home, but you're willing to go out.
Happens to them.
You're willing to go out and abuse women.
Oh yeah.
You're willing to go out and finesse women or whatever guys you want to call it. You're willing to go out and do certain things that you would never do
you would never let happen.
You will never let happen to your own family. But because it's not you and anything attachment to you, you don't care. No. You don't care about no one else's sister. You don't care about nobody. It's a lack of empathy all round, and I feel like that's the issue. R. Kelly didn't rape my sister, so I don't care. R. Kelly didn't sexually beat my sister. Silent counsel still for no listers music shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's the problem. We generally have a lack of empathy in our community, and I feel like until we do, things like this are going to happen. Perpetrators like this are going to come out, and they're still going to get plays. R. Kelly had the biggest stream. When we found out about this, R. Kelly had the biggest streams that he ever had in his career.
He did.
People were still listening to his shit.
But
people
he
were
was
still bumping
telling
his
people,
shit.
stream us, because I
Stream
need to pay for
people
my
were still
thing.
coming. People were still coming to. I think after the thing happened, before he went to prison, he was still having events, and people were still pulling up. That's R. Kelly. The fuck, we finna be there. What? It about my sister. Okay. Do you know what I mean? So it's really sad. It's really, really sad. But lock away the key and melt it. Goodbye.
Bye,
anyways, I want to talk about something.
Yeah.
So we got another hot topic of the week. No food for your kids. So a Twitter civil war broke out when a mother recorded one of her fathers of her 4 children, one of the fathers of her 4 children delivering McDonald's to his only child, leaving the other 3 children without. The internet was passionately divided between whether he was wrong or not.
Okay.
What do you feel?
You're wrong if you do, you're wrong if you don't, is what I feel. Because on the one hand, if he, just say he didn't bring that McDonald's there to the house and he decides to take that child out, let them have a great day, she's still going to have something to say if he comes back and that child is ranting about, oh, my dad took me to McDonald's and my dad got me a Happy Meal and blah, blah, blah. Regardless of what he does, he's always going to be in the wrong. You chose to have children with different men. That's not up to him. That's not his problem.
Facts.
You're a mother at the end of the day. If you want your children to also have McDonald's, I don't think it's his responsibility. He's doing his job. He's coming to make sure that his child is catered to. If he wants to buy him a little Happy Meal, by all means buy him a Happy Meal. That child's going to probably remember that moment that, oh, my dad bought me McDonald's last week Friday. He's not your other 3 children's father.
Where they daddy at?
Where's their dad?
Where's their daddy at? This is what happens when you date men with
that
ambition. This is the ambitious men that NAKITA said that we should be running after, that we should look for the ambition. I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say or add.
Yeah, so like I said, I feel like you're wrong if you do, you're wrong if you don't. Like, she would have been mad at him either way.
Either way, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I see. The thing is, she was very passionate about it. I remember she recorded the video. She was talking about she hasn't got a food stamp. Why do you pay for the other kids? And she further continued to have a face-to-face interaction where she was like, "How you not gonna pay for all my kids?" Da, 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 da. Me personally, the real question is, why you got 4 baby daddies? Why have you got 4 baby fathers?
I saw another woman post about someone asking her, why wouldn't you have 4 children with one father?
It happens. That's not the problem.
No, but she was like, because when you think about it, if I was going to get child support from that one guy, I'm probably only getting $50 to $300 a month. She's like, if I'm getting that from 4 guys, that's a hell of a lot of money. And I was like, oh, maybe that's
No, it couldn't be, because how much child support are you getting from a man that can only buy 1 Happy Meal? How really? Come on now, child. Come on now.
I don't know, but I didn't get her frustration in him wanting to do something nice for his kid.
I think it was just the obligation. But for her, she was like, well, you're still fucking me.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
So basically they still fucking. They're like, oh yeah, you still fucking me.
Okay.
So you should pay for the food. But again, charges to the motherfucking game, man. Shit.
I don't know.
Charges to the game. Unless you guys had that conversation about
a relationship and they fully had that.
It's just doing, baby mama and baby daddy fucking.
I don't know. It's a bit of a grey area, isn't it?
There's no obligation for the man to pay for the other kids' food. Where they daddies? Where they fathers? On top of that, 3 other kids.
That's a lot.
But then again, it shows the character of the man, because really and truly, if he was a good man, he would have paid for all the kids, because then you would.
Why does that make him a bad man?
I mean, it doesn't make. I mean, because to be honest, a courteous man. Let's just say a courteous man.
Thinking about the other 3.
Thinking about the other 3. Obviously, that's my son's brothers, sisters.
Yeah.
You don't want to just see. I would personally feel bad if I saw one child banging McDonald's and the rest of them are sitting, crossing and watching him eat his chicken nuggets. Do you know what I mean? That's a courteous man. Okay. Did he have an obligation? No. But does he have a conscience? Absolutely not. You don't have a conscience if you do that.
No.
You don't.
I get that.
Do you know what I mean? So it's but then again,
I didn't know that he was still being naughty.
He was still being naughty with her.
Yeah.
She said it.
Okay.
But then again, even the naughty, you're still not obliged to pay for the food. I don't know, like. Mm-mm. But then again, her mistake. You dated one broke man. You had baby to another broke man. Come on now, who's you? Do we really blame you? Yeah. But start having kids with men that can at least pay for McDonald's. At least
for each of their kids, yes.
Bare minimum.
Yeah.
Bare minimum.
Yeah.
This is what me personally. Anyways, the kids have said that we should be dating ambition.
No, I did not.
She did.
I said the younger ones. The younger ones. By all means.
I would like to add something though. Okay, you're absolutely right. When you say the younger ones, I am really concerned about women who are 18, 19. Mm-hmm. Who have these crazy expectations from men who are like 18, 19, 20.
Do you not feel that social media has kind of done that?
Yeah, agreed.
Because now these beautiful young women are looking at India, who's dating Lil Durk, who's engaged to Lil Durk, and expecting that same very lifestyle from a 22-year-old boy that's just got out of college, still in university, can barely work a job because he's studying at the same time. I feel like it's very unfair. It's unfortunate that that's the image that we have. But I mean, social media has done that.
100%.
It's sad. But they have to be realistic. And if they're having open and honest conversations with their older sisters or like older friends or even their parents, I would hope that they're telling them you have to be realistic. Like that's why I'm saying it's fine to date a guy with ambition at that time. At that time,
100%.
Because if he's in university and he's got a vision for himself and he knows, look, I'm going to be a doctor or I'm going to be a chartered accountant or whatever else by the time I'm 30, 35 and I'll be able to have a family and he's a man with a plan, by all means date him at a young age.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say right now.
But then this is why women that young are going for older guys, and they feel like, this is the problem. You see, when you don't have that much life experience, you automatically equate certain things and give it certain meaning. So someone at 18 will think having a car and having a job is career. Okay. Or having a Mercedes that they financed is career, or living by themselves in a rental is that means that person is stable and is looking after me. But and a lot of older guys, they tend to go for these impressionable girls because
they don't know,
and women their age will not date them because they know they're not levels.
Like I can see through all of this.
Do you know what I'm saying? But you have these women who have equated success based on solely materialistic things, and then you have guys who are not what they say they are, obtaining these materialistic things, trying to go for impressionable girls that don't know any better. It's just a bit of it's a war, isn't it? It's a war, isn't it? Anyways, young girls, focus on my main thing. One thing I wish when I was out, I want to say to all the young girls, focus on yourself, man.
1,000,000%.
That's the best thing you're going to do. These guys, honestly, rather than chasing someone that has money, you'll be better off being that person that has the money.
Be your own sugar
and then
daddy.
And when you start to have your own money, you start to realize how phony these guys really are. Phony. There's a lie them a bumper clock, lie them a lie, all of them a lie. Jesus.
And nothing they say, nothing they do,
it's gonna phase you because you got your own shit. Exactly. What? You got your own shit, Nikki. What we saying? We got to travel tomorrow. What? Book it. I say nothing. Let's go. Do you know what I mean? Okay, cool. Let's move on. We've got something final. Tweet of the week. So a girl went to go and buy her boyfriend a Range Rover for his birthday.
I saw that. Was it a prank or was it real?
No, she really bought him a Range Rover for his birthday. And you know the man, how they come, they're like, the treat man, get you a girl that gets a Range Rover. Would you ever get your man a Range Rover?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Fuck.
What's so weak?
weak. No, we're actually weak people. No, seriously. Seriously, I would seriously be that girl, man.
If it's within your means,
get your man arranged.
Because the same happened when what's her name? Ari bought her man that land. I think it was like 43 acres of land.
Crazy.
Men were like, "Oh, get you a girl that."
But you know what? Come on, man. Like, you know what? It irritates me because then you don't have the flip side conversation of what is he doing for her, for her to feel so confident, so sexy enough to buy him acres of land. Like, I feel like sometimes, do you ever feel in competition with your partner?
No.
Like, in terms of like, he's done this for you. Like,
no, I'm not a tit for tat person, and I'm very much a giver.
I love that.
So, if I love seeing people's reactions to me, like if I know you wanted this Range Rover, and it's within my means to get it for you, I'm gonna get it for you because I know your reaction is gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, it's the best thing ever," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I did that." Like,
is it a thing where the guy has to show you that he deserves it?
Why wouldn't you want to do nice things for the person that you're dating? Especially if you're in love, you feel secure in that relationship. There's pretty much not much that you're not gonna want to do for them. And financially, like I said, I'm stressing the point of if it's within your means. Because I completely believe in living below your means and not trying to show off. Like, if
don't kill yourself.
Don't do that. Don't kill yourself. Just for the sake of social media. But if I know, like I said, I'm a gift giver. If I know that's something that's gonna make you happy, I'm gonna want to do it.
I love that. Thanks. Listen, people shouldn't take advantage of you because you're too nice. Seriously, I can just tell, like, you're just ready to do it all for them. I think for me, I'm sorry, I'm very broken and damaged. Like,
I don't get that from you. Honestly, I get very much strong. I'm here to stay.
Honestly, when I have my partner, I'm obsessed with them.
Okay,
that's
like, fine.
I want to be, but for me to get to that point, I really have to watch the person. So again, I'm a very tit for tat person. I feel like at the beginning, especially, the more you give me, the more I give you. And then when it gets to that place where I feel like you are worthy enough.
And is that in material worth or just in
any
general?
Worth, in general, emotionally, because I'm really an all-in girl. I'm such an all-in girl. I will die for somebody. Anything they want. I'm really, really invested into the people that I love. Okay. So it's very, very important that it's reciprocated, because a lot of time, I feel like some people don't have the capacity to love me as much as I love them.
Okay.
Because I feel like I can love big, but love is very sacrificial.
But have you ever heard of that? Another thing my granny used to say: make sure the person you end up with loves you more than you love them. Have you ever heard of that?
I haven't, but I would love that. But I don't think I've ever found somebody that loves me as much as, because I feel like I love humongous. Like, I love humongous. Is so beautiful. It's humongous. It's beautiful, but it's sad because I feel like every relationship and every situation I've been in, I've always been the one that's been like, a bit like, I want to breathe in your nostril. I want to live in your skin. I want to live in your skin. I want to be cheek to cheek with you. I want to live in.
But what's wrong with that? Why are you saying you're broken and you're damaged? Why?
Because I feel like that has never been reciprocated to me, and I've ended up sticking with people who've been dickheads because I've fallen for them too quickly.
Okay.
And then when you fall for someone too quickly, you end up pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring.
But has that not now that you've been in those situations, do you not feel like now I know what I want, I know what I'm worth, and I'm not going to settle until I get that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I feel like it's definitely every relationship situation has definitely built a new tenacity, but it's also made me a lot more conscious and aware, which is why I'm going back to the tit for tat thing. I'm not giving as much as I'm getting. I'm not gonna give as much as I get, and I'm watching you, like, what are you about, what are you on, do you know what I mean? So that's me. But I'm finna buy someone a car chair. I would do it. I'm not gonna lie, I would do it. I would buy a guy a car.
I saw the thing, but I didn't watch it. I just saw, oh, guys, don't worry, it's a prank. That's why I was asking, is it a prank?
Did she say it was a prank?
I would do 1,000,000%.
I would do it 100%. I don't think there's anything wrong.
Sweet.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Regardless of what he earns and whatever else, he just has to be grateful, because I'm sure he could afford his own car. I'm sure he could afford his own Range Rover.
And if he can't, you better get something new, man. Right, we've got one more. We've got one more thing. We've got Silly Billy of the Week. So we're giving we're giving an award to somebody that just did a very stupid thing. We call them Silly Billy. So we're going to give a Silly Billy of the Week. So a delivery driver who recorded himself trying to embarrass a woman who was receiving thrush treatment has now been fired. Not only did he get backlash online, he is now unemployed. Good for you. So basically, I don't know if did you see the video?
No.
There was a video of a guy, a delivery driver. Obviously now delivery, we can get groceries.
Right, I've seen that.
A woman bought thrush treatment.
What's wrong with that?
He was recording it like, like, what's these girls on? He now recorded the woman picking up the treatment and he's like, what do you need that for? And then put it on TikTok. What a cunt. Sorry, I hate using that word, but you're a cunt. Sorry. I hate using that word. Awful. I'm like, why are men so...
I can smell him from here.
What a stench. What a stench. I can't stand guys sometimes. How dare you? Honestly, men are so like... First of all,
what you not about to do? I'm so disgusted.
You're not about to embarrass women. And most of the time, like...
Do you know you can get thrush from anything? From wearing
anything.
Knickers.
Horse riding.
Anything.
Knickers. When it's hot and your thighs rub together.
Drink.
Having a certain soap. You can get thrush from any fucking thing.
I can't believe
you could get thrush. A lot of times women get thrush from you nasty boys.
And how... first of all... How did he know what's in there? Like
he opened, they're usually tight. He opened the bag. He opened the bag. Yeah, he's a dickhead. You're a dickhead. And good for you. Now you're unemployed. Good for you.
And I hope they do those. What are they called? CRB checks, so they can see.
They can see. Awful. I'm like, but then again, I think honestly, and tell me what you think about this. Mm-hmm. I think men need to have more education on women's bodies. I don't feel like they know. In what sense? Like, this kind of stuff is very important. Like, everything prior to, the liberation of women and everything that we do is demonized. Periods. Fresh. This.
How are you a grown adult and you can't discuss
body hair?
No, I'm sorry.
Breast.
You have to be
Come
realistic.
On, man.
If you can see yourself being married or even dating someone and you can't have a simple conversation about thrush or periods or body hair, or the fact that, like, did you know that perfume can smell different on us as ladies every single day because our bodies emit different hormones every single day?
I didn't know that. Wow.
So, like, you can have your favorite perfume and it will smell sweeter on you today, and tomorrow it's going to smell more like
citrusy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because of the hormones that, like, our bodies are consistently changing. There's like 1 week out of the whole month where we feel normal. Our bodies go through so much as women, and you're telling me you as a man can't have a normal adult conversation about thrush.
They've got no clue.
Go on
thrush, like to say, her vagina's dead, like she's got thrush. I'm telling you, most women,
they get thrush too. They get it in their mouths.
On the tip of their uncircumcised penises.
That's disgusting. But I mean,
it happens. I mean, the thing is it's like that's the thing. Like, for you to say it's something that you clearly don't know about. And the thing is, when you watch videos like this, a woman will watch that video and feel like there's something wrong with her. That's the issue I have, sad. Which is really, really sad.
But one thing I like about TikTok is it's making conversations like that more normal. They should be normal. I have conversations about everything with my mum, with my friends. And I feel like it should be like that with every young woman, but we should be having the same conversations with young boys, young men, because you should. How are you being disgusted about something that's so normal?
So normal. I was literally having a conversation. Somebody messaged me and I had this conversation. They did, like, obviously people didn't know this. I had this the reason why I had this conversation, but I was having a conversation about waxing and shaving because somebody came to me in my DMs and was like, Joyce, I was with somebody I feel I don't know what's wrong with me, but when I look at my vagina, there's all these bumps and lumps, and I don't know what is going on. Can you please help me? I don't have sisters. Like, and then I remember I was having a conversation about my first experience, and the guy was looking at my vagina. I was like, oh, why is all these bumps in? But it's because I've been shaving. Obviously, I was having ingrown hairs, and I was getting these bumps, but I didn't know what it was. And a lot of women are going through these things where, again, guys don't have the knowledge of this. And then guys will make this thing negative or demonize it, like it's not normal, like, oh, you're nasty because you've got ingrown hairs. But bearing in mind, listen, some of you might need to lift up your chin. You've got what is on my pussy. It's all over your neck, darling. It's all the ingrown. Yes, y'all got it. You better lift up that neck because all of you got bumps and lumps all over there because of the shaving.
And again, it's completely normal.
It's completely normal. It is completely
normal.
Body
hair is completely. What's funny is I only shaved today. I haven't shaved in like 3 months.
Girl, I'm still growing. She's still growing.
I'm growing there, but my mum was like, Kita, I know you lift up your arms a lot, so please make sure you. So I was like, where the camera is, it would have definitely caught. It would have caught my line of fire.
And that's okay because
it's
the thing is, listen, I am a Christian woman. There is nothing that God did that was a mistake. Exactly. If God said to my armpit, you finna grow some here. That's what you finna do. If he said to my vagina, you finna grow some here. That's what you finna do.
You know when I told you that I was taking biotin? I was taking it because like my edges are really thin. It's hereditary, but everywhere else grew but my head. It was so bad. I was so hairy
because God was telling you, I made you perfect. You don't need to worry about that.
Exactly. But I mean,
you don't need to worry about that. Your hair's beautiful. You're gorgeous. I'm finna show you that. Listen, biotin, you finna grow where I wanted it to grow, and it finna not when I told you.
Exaggerate.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's okay. Like this is a part of life, and I feel like, again, I'm loving how women are evolving and are being more confident. When I see girls and they're lifting their armpits and they got the multicolored armpit in, part of me is like,
I saw a girl on braid hers.
TikTok. Yes.
I said, wow.
There is, listen, if that's what you want to do, I appreciate women like that.
It's natural.
Did you see the video? And I don't know.
Wow.
There was a video of a girl at a festival and she was wearing knickers with the period pad.
Yeah.
You know what? My upbringing said, hell no. The Christian woman in me said, hell no. But you know what?
There is other sanitary products, but what I would say is she was promoting her own brand of.
But she got balls though. She got and the thing is, I love people like that. I love people with balls, but goddamn, they ain't no way in hell. Be me. They're not me. Y'all stay safe though. Y'all stay safe, but it couldn't be me.
By all means, promote your product.
Promote it, girl.
I will repost it.
I will show the support.
But it couldn't be me.
I am a Christian. I'm a Christian. I can't do that.
I cannot. My mom
do that.
will say, "What are you doing?"
I cannot do that.
Not okay.
But honestly, I love a confident girl.
Oh,
like those ones that would do hair, whatever. Like I think
I was fine with my
like
hairs under my arms. I was going to the gym. I was lifting up my arms.
Yeah,
I was fine. Who's watching me? If you're looking at me,
this is a woman's body, not what you say it is. I will talk about one day. I'm gonna talk about the actual origin of what the beauty standard is,
and where it stems from.
It stems from men. One day I'll talk about that because I used to do makeup.
Okay.
I used to have I didn't do makeup. I had a makeup line, and I was so interested in the beauty industry. So I was looking at kind of the founders of beauty, and I was shocked to find that the originators of beauty, including marketing of beauty, including what is perceived as an ideal face in terms of structure, all men.
Why am I not surprised?
We'll have that chat on another week.
Wow.
But we're closing. That is it for us. That is it from us, man. But NAKITA, thank you so.
Thank you.
You know what? I had a blast.
I had such a good time.
It's 2 hours. We're done, man.
I'm so grateful. Thank you for having me.
Where do we find you?
You can find me on Instagram.
We are
at KITA Girl, so KITA Girl, GIRL 921. It used to be 92, but my first ever boyfriend made me delete my Instagram. I'm just
hater.
So now it's 921, and then my website for my clothing line is www.lafoirlondon.com. And yeah, on YouTube, NAKITA Johnson. It's just very simple.
You're a TikTok babe now.
Oh yes, how can I forget TikTok? NAKITA, I think it's NAKITA Johnson 39. It was the only one that was available.
Yes. And with that being said, guys, we are going to close, but it has been amazing. Thank you so much for our sponsors today.
Yes.
Chivas Regal. I said it right?
Yes, you did.
And thank you so much for watching, man. I appreciate you guys always. And we're going to be back next week for either another bad boy or a bad girl. But we out, baby. We go again.
Thank you for watching.